Welcome in. It's May. We have another Q&A. This month's topic is recreation. So just in time for summer, we're going to cover 3 questions parents might have about recreation activities for their children with and without disabilities this summer. I have Josh and Tessa here to help us answer these questions, starting first with how do I find these? So how do I find recreation programs that are inclusive or are adapted to my child's needs? And we'll go to Tessa for that first one.
I recommend searching terms like adaptive sports, inclusive recreation, accessible recreation. It's a really great place to start. Another option would be to try an AI prompt for a list of free or low cost activities within a location range. For local knowledge about inclusive spaces, you can always connect with your local ARC chapter. Some organizations like PA's Parks and Forest Foundation have accessibility in mind when they think about what their visitors might need to know. They offer information about physical access features and sensory trails if your goal is to get outside this summer.
Fabulous. Okay, so once parents find these activities, our next question, what supports or accommodations are typically available in community recreation programs? And let's ask Josh that one.
Yeah, I think when we talk about accommodations and community rec programs, it really comes down to making sure everybody has the opportunity to participate in a meaningful and equitable way. Some of the most common supports are actually pretty simple, but they can make a huge difference for families. For example, some places offer a companion or caregiver tickets, so an aid or support person can attend with the individual at no cost. You'll see that at places like museums, theaters, zoos, and even some outdoor rec events in your area. You're also seeing more sensory supports become available, which is incredible. Some programs provide sensory kits with things like noise canceling headphones, fidgets, or visual supports, and others might offer sensory friendly times where the environment is quieter, less crowded, and a little less overwhelming for individuals who may have those sensory sensitivities. There's even a baseball team nearby me that's actually having a sensory friendly game within the next week or two. I also think one of the biggest accommodations is actually having trained staff who are flexible and understand how to support different needs. Sometimes it's less about a specific piece of equipment and more about having staff who are patient, prepared, and committed to helping every child participate successfully alongside their peers. At the end of the day, the goal is really to remove barriers and create opportunities for individuals of all abilities to participate, build confidence, develop friendships, and just feel included within their own community.
I love that. Okay, so our third question for today, how can I help my child to try these new recreation activities if they're feeling anxious or feeling resistant to change? Tessa, let's go to you for that one.
You and your child will know best what works for you. But a few suggestions are talking about the activity and what it'll be like in advance. Social stories can definitely help here. Some museums have maps with sensory info highlighted, or you can do a virtual visit before you attend in person. You could watch videos of the activity, and I recommend offering choice throughout the process. Should we stay for 10 minutes or till halftime? Do you want to check out the splash pad or the art room first? Change or trying something new can bring about a lot of emotions, from excitement to overwhelm. Remember, not every new experience needs to be all in from the start. It's okay to take your time, support your child staying regulated, and experiencing the activity in a way that works for them.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Tessa. If you're watching this and thinking, wait, I want to hear more on this topic, we have a recording from earlier today of our full 30-minute session about recreation. Definitely check out that recording. And if you visit our Padlet, we'll link to that in the caption and in our bio. You'll see recordings of all the questions that we've tried to answer as a team that include me on the topic of transition. So thank you both, and thanks for joining us today.